this is Bliss Queen Yoga. Inhale your arms up. Look at your thumbs. Exhale and bring your hands into prayer and fall into a forward fold, walking yourself out into a downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk out the feet, pressing the heels to the ground, being intentional with your breath, inhaling and exhaling as you adjust each leg. Come to your hands and knees and back into a child's pose. Breathe here. Simply ground in the space. Set your intentions for your practice. Release the tension in your shoulders and drop your hips. Let's come back up into tabletop and fall forward into upward facing dog, pressing our hips and our pelvis up into the ground and then coming back into the tabletop to the child's pose. Breathe in this flow. It is gentle. It is connecting you to your body. Inhale back up. And start to circle your spine. Inhaling at the top, exhaling underneath. Inhaling at the top, exhaling underneath in your cat-cow spinal rotation. Breathe, exhaling. Inhale. Sit your hips back into child's pose and rest your head, your forehead on the floor. Check in with your wrists and your hands, fingers. Make sure they're relaxed as you lift and go back into your upward facing dog, pressing your pelvis into the ground, stretching your arms and shoulders and pressing back again into the child's pose. Really getting the blood moving in your system. Rest your head on the ground and breathe. Breathe. Go ahead and sit up, sitting your hips on top of your feet, stretching the backs of your feet out against the ground. If that's in your practice, push forward to your hands and your knees and then sit back on your feet, pressing your heels to the ground as you stand up into a forward fold, stretching the backs of your legs and allowing your upper body to fall over your legs. Breathe here. Check in with your shins and your ankles. Stand nice and tall and steady on all four corners of both feet and press up into that flat back, the shape of a 7, inhaling and lifting your arms up to the sky. Exhale, falling forward, walking your hands into a plank. In push-up position, this plank, you're going to drop chaturanga and slide up into your upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward dog, pressing your heels down to the ground, stretching out the hamstrings, back of the legs. Really allow yourself to relax into this pose and to feel what's going on in your body, to feel what's going on as you move forward into the plank position and drop into upward facing dog. Really working out the triceps on the drop and pushing up into the shoulders, pushing back into child's pose. And lift through all fours into your upward facing dog. And let's push back into down dog and lift the right leg into the air. Hold it up nice and strong, bending that right knee, and drop your foot between your thumbs, lifting your hands for a standing lunge here. This is a warrior one crescent pose mashup here with the arms straight up. Finding balance in your feet, opening up for warrior two, dropping the arms in a straight line, keeping your drishti, your vision, right over the middle finger of the forward facing hand on the right side. Strong warrior. Breathe here. You're aligning your knee above your ankle in a strong parallel, straight line from the ground, perpendicular to the ground. Exhale and reverse your warrior, sliding your back hand down your leg and stretching your front arm up and back over your head. And exhaling, coming forward, dropping your elbow onto the front knee above that ankle and creating a nice straight line along the left side of the body, all the way from the pinky down to the knife edge of your foot. Pull back on an inhale. Lift your arms and exhale them back down. Inhale your arms up and exhale them back down. Inhale your arms up and bring them down into cactus pose this time with a slight back bend. Inhale the arms up. Cactus pose, bringing them down, bringing your shoulder blades together. Elbows straight out from the shoulders. Hands facing the front part of the body. Strong lunge. Let's reach forward at the waist over the bent leg and take that second arm if you can in the practice and hold those arms parallel before bringing your leading right hand to the floor for a right side angle lunge. Bring your left arm down to switch with the right for a side angle lunge twisted. Bring both hands down to the floor. Drop your knee to the ground. And sit in your hips before sliding back. Really relax into that leg. Going forward into a deep lunge, dropping your hips, and then sliding back, getting into your hamstrings and your calves. Really feel that stretch on the insides of your legs, your calves. Breathe here. Pulling your toes towards your face to accentuate the stretch, digging those heels down. Staying in the body with this flow. can grab your foot if you like. Massage out your calves, hamstrings. Really settle into that straight leg stretch here. Wiggle your toes and pull them towards your face and circle them around before stepping back into your lunge, dropping your hips as low as you can in this low lunge, this ground lunge with support, pressing my knee open to open the hips, using that right hand to help leverage and keep my balance. Let's go back straight. Remember to move with your breath. Straighten out that right leg and feel how it's loosening up with all of this repetition. Move forward into the right leg. Drop your hips and bring it back. That's very good. Oh, that's gotta be feeling really good right now. Bring yourself forward, dropping your hips, maintaining your balance with your hands on the ground, and bringing that leg back. Again. Lean forward, dropping the hips, and stand up, crossing through the center to drop and straighten the left side now. You want to be on your heel with that foot. I'm leveraging here using the banister. If you have a wall, if you have a chair, to help bring your foot down flat as you stretch out the left leg. You're going to drag that right foot across and go into half pigeon and really open up the hips right here while we're on the floor. This is a free flow, really just allowing the body to tell us what it needs, and we just breathe into it. So you have the front part of your leg as straight as you can in front of you, supporting the ankle and sitting into the hips as best you can. Breathing here if you're leaning forward, just getting into it, really feeling where your body is, and relax as you breathe. Press yourself up and adjust as needed. Really feel yourself grounding down into the hips. Feel yourself releasing as you breathe in and out. Let's bring that leg back. Bring ourselves up to all fours. And lift ourselves up into a downward facing dog. Breathing here, feeling the difference between the two legs. Let's bend that left leg forward and straighten out that right leg. Straighten out that left leg, really feeling where we're at between both sides of the body here. Lifting that left leg into the air and dropping it between the thumbs. Going into our tall warrior one crescent mesh, keeping that front knee over the ankle. Nice straight line. Adjust as needed. Stabilize yourself Drop your hips down as far as you can. Then open up. Warrior 2. Arms, wingspan, straight out from the body. Pressing your weight evenly between the 2 feet. Inhaling and reversing your warrior. Drop that back hand on that back leg and really stretch. Bring yourself back up. On an inhale. And bring your arms down to the ground for that right side angle. Low lunge in the front, starting here with the twist. And bringing that hand down to do the opposite side. After the lizard, nice open hips, and bring it back. You can massage the backs of your legs, really make sure that you're getting into that left leg the same way that you did on the right side. Lean forward into it, drop your hips, press that leg open with your left arm. Really feel your weight, play with it, move around. And come back, pull your toes towards your face, really straighten out the back of that leg, feel how the muscles are being oxygenated with all of the stimulation and the touch, stretching of these muscle fibers. Keep that leg behind you nice and straight, nice and low, allowing your hips to open up, to have more space. Now we're going to do the half pigeon here on the left side, dropping our hips behind our leg, allowing ourselves to open up. Yes, you can get low if you have that space in your practice. If you need to sit up, that is also fine. Adjust yourself wherever comfortable while you are still challenging yourself and finding your edge. Okay? Yoga is about arriving on the mat for yourself, to check in with yourself, check in with your muscles. Right now with your hips and your legs, your shoulders. How's everything feeling? Where are you at? Go ahead and lift your upper body with a nice inhale. Exhale here. And bring your torso back down to the ground after some adjusting. And then let's bring that back leg forward so that we're sitting forward on our mat right now. Scoot down to the low side of the mat and bring your knees up into your chest. And I'm gonna have you hug your knees, even though it looks like I'm giving myself a little massage here. Okay, go ahead and lift them to the sky. And you're walking on the sky, contracting your feet towards your face and giving the walking motion to your legs. It's like I'm getting ate up by mosquitoes out there, y'all. So focus on doing your own movement while lying on your back, hugging your knees into your chest, then straightening them out to the sky, walking along the sky, hugging your knees to your chest, and walking your legs out on the sky. Yeah, Bliss is in a fix, and she's really feeling the itch. But I want you all to be getting in this good time on the mat. Here we go. Rocking back and forth, hugging our knees. You can put yourself in happy baby by grabbing your feet and pulling your knees to your chest that way. Looks like we're going back up. Stretching out the muscles in the leg here. And here's the happy baby. Yeah, pulling our knees down into our armpits and rocking side to side. Really feeling how your spine connects to the ground. Really feeling how that is for your body and your body. Alright, go ahead and lift those legs up to the sky, catching your back, keeping your elbows directly in front of you. This here is your stacked shoulder pose, and then you can drop those toes behind you into a plow, getting a nice stretch on the spine. Be gentle as you do this. Let yourself down slowly, really feeling that stretch in the back and continuing to breathe. Bring yourself back down the way that you came, using your hands and elbows and sitting up. Inhale your arms up, hands in prayer pose in front, stretching out the neck to the right side, putting the right hand down on the ground and stretch there. Inhale and exhale, turning your head, really feeling how the muscles accentuate in the neck. That's real good. Go ahead, do the other side. Breathe into it. Exhale. Really put that hand down and support your lean to that side. Really feel how the neck is opening up for you as you breathe in and out. Thank you for sharing your practice. We will ending on all fours. We're going to lift the left arm, right leg, and hold, balancing down center line, and then initiating on the exhale, a crunch, bringing the elbow and knee together and crunching the abs together, straightening back out and crunching again. Hold that balance nice and straight and release. Very good. Continue breathing. Inhale the right arm up, left leg out, and crunch right away. That's right. Find your balance in the center line and crunch again. And back out to balance and release. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Have a nice day.